Have you ever seen a gadget that made you stop and say, "Why isn't everyone using this already?" Because one of the devices on today's list does exactly that. It quietly fixes a problem most people don't even realize they've accepted as normal. No hype, no flash, just a smarter way of doing things. And I'm not telling you which one it is yet. Today, we're counting down the smartest gadgets nobody is talking about. Some look strange, some seem unnecessary, until you understand them. And a few of them feel like they came from 5 years in the future. Let's get into it. Geo-orbital wheel. This is one of those ideas that sounds strange until you see it in action. The geo-orbital wheel replaces your bike's front wheel and instantly turns a regular bicycle into an electric one. No buying a whole new e-bike, no complicated wiring. You swap the wheel, connect it, and suddenly hills feel flatter and long rides feel easier. When you don't want the electric assist, you just turn it off and ride normally. That's what makes it smart. It adds power without taking away control. It's perfect for commuters who want help without commitment, or casual riders who don't want a bulky setup. Once you feel how smooth it is, riding without it feels like extra work. But if upgrading a bike surprised you, the next gadget completely changes how you watch videos. Fatork Mini Projector. This projector is way smaller than you expect, and that's what makes it so useful. You can set it up almost anywhere and instantly turn a blank wall into a screen. It's perfect for movie nights, quick presentations, or even watching videos in bed without crowding around a phone. You don't need a dedicated space or complicated setup. Plug it in, connect your device, and it just works. It's not trying to replace a full home theater. It's about flexibility. Once you start using it, you realize how often a portable screen comes in handy. And because it's so easy to move, you'll actually use it instead of leaving it in a drawer. Now let's talk about something that doesn't entertain you, but makes everything look perfect. Big Boy Blower. If you've ever washed your car and still ended up with water spots, this solves that problem instantly. The Big Boy Blower uses filtered air to dry your vehicle without touching the paint. No towels, no scratches, no streaks. You wash the car, turn this on, and it blasts water out of mirrors, grills, and tiny gaps you can never reach by hand. Watching the water disappear is oddly satisfying. It's not flashy, but it completely changes the final step of car cleaning. Once you use it, going back to wiping everything down feels outdated and slow. It's one of those tools you didn't know you needed until you try it once. But let's move from cars to phones, because the next device quietly improves everyday life. Google Pixel 9a. This phone doesn't try to impress you with flashy gimmicks, and that's exactly why it works so well. Everything about it feels smooth, clean, and carefully designed. The software stays out of your way, the performance is reliable day after day, and the camera consistently takes great photos without you needing to think about settings. You pull the phone out, tap the screen, and it responds exactly how you expect. No learning curve. No unnecessary features cluttering things up. It's the kind of device you stop thinking about because nothing ever gets in the way of what you're trying to do. In a world filled with complicated phones trying too hard to stand out, this level of simplicity feels refreshing. It's not about showing off specs or trends. It's about getting things done with zero friction. But if you think that's smart design, the next gadget literally cleans your pool while you relax. Hyper Surfer S1. Pool maintenance is one of those chores almost nobody enjoys, and this robot removes it from your to-do list entirely. You place it in the pool, turn it on, and it quietly skims the surface, collecting leaves, bugs, and debris while you relax or focus on something better. It moves on its own, doesn't need constant checking, and keeps the water looking clean without any effort from you. At first, it feels like a luxury gadget, but after using it once, manual skimming feels completely unnecessary. It's especially helpful when you want the pool to be ready on short notice, without spending time cleaning beforehand. Instead of prepping the pool, you just enjoy it. And once that becomes your routine, there's no going back. And speaking of gadgets that look futuristic, the next one turns a PC into a piece of art. Aza Pyramid PC Case. This case doesn't hide under a desk like most PCs. It demands to be seen. The pyramid shape instantly grabs attention and turns your computer into a true centerpiece instead of a boring black box. It looks more like a display item than a piece of hardware. But it's not just about style. The design also focuses on airflow, giving high-end components the space and cooling they need to perform properly. It supports powerful hardware without feeling cramped or compromised. This is perfect for people who treat their setup as part of their personal identity, not just a tool. Even people who don't care about computers tend to stop, stare, and ask questions when they see it. It's bold, unconventional, and unapologetically different. And that's exactly the point. But while that one is all about visuals, the next gadget is about seeing everything on the road. Dash Cam Omni. This dash cam goes far beyond simply recording the road ahead. With multiple viewing angles and smart tracking, it captures what's happening around your car, not just in front of it. That means better coverage during accidents, parking incidents, or those unexpected moments that usually go unseen. It runs quietly in the background without distracting you while driving, which is exactly how a dash cam should work. You forget it's even there until the moment you need it. And when something does happen, having that footage can make a huge difference. It's one of those devices you hope you'll never actually rely on, but you feel far more comfortable knowing it's there just in case. That peace of mind alone makes it worth having. Now let's cool things down, literally, with the next gadget. Dreo Tower Fan. This fan is powerful without being annoying. It moves air evenly and quietly, without blasting you like older fans tend to do. The slim design fits easily into bedrooms or offices, and it doesn't dominate the room. It's easy to control, simple to use, and surprisingly effective. You don't think much about it while it's running, and that's a good thing. Because the moment you're stuck in a hot room without it, you realize how much of a difference it makes. But if airflow is impressive, wait until you see how the next gadget changes screens entirely. Dreamglass 4K. Instead of watching a screen across the room, you step directly inside one. This headset creates a massive virtual display right in front of your eyes, with sharp detail and impressive clarity. It's great for watching movies, getting focused work done, or enjoying immersive content without needing a physical monitor at all. Despite how futuristic that sounds, it's surprisingly comfortable to wear for longer sessions. It doesn't feel heavy or awkward, and it doesn't try to replace every screen you own. Instead, it gives you another option, one that's private, distraction-free, and incredibly focused. Once you get used to having a giant display wherever you go, regular screens start to feel small and limiting. It quietly changes how you think about personal displays. But immersion isn't everything, because the next device focuses on raw performance. Levork is built for people who need things done fast and reliably. It handles demanding tasks without slowing down or getting in the way. Everything feels responsive, smooth, and stable. There's no unnecessary flash here, just solid engineering designed to save time and reduce frustration. It's the kind of tool professionals appreciate because it quietly works in the background. You don't think about it while using it, and that's the goal. Now let's bring visuals back into focus, because the next gadget is all about image quality. NVIDIA L500. This projector is built for people who actually care about image quality. From the moment you turn it on, the colors look rich, the details look sharp, and motion feels smooth instead of choppy. Movies feel more cinematic, games feel more immersive, and even simple videos look noticeably better. It's bright enough to use comfortably without needing a completely dark room, which makes it far more practical than most projectors. Setup is straightforward and doesn't feel technical or frustrating. Once it's running, it honestly speaks for itself. You may catch yourself rewatching familiar scenes just to notice details you missed before. It feels like a real upgrade rather than a novelty. And when a projector makes you want to use it more instead of less, you know it's doing something right. But we're not done yet, because the final gadget is the quiet standout. Mag Pro. This is the sleeper hit of the entire list. It doesn't look flashy, and it doesn't try to grab your attention at all. But once you actually start using it, you immediately understand why it's smart. It solves a small but constant problem most people deal with every single day. It snaps into place cleanly, stays secure, and works exactly the way you expect it to, Yasu. No setup headaches, no adjustments, no trial and error. It just works. And that's what makes it so satisfying. Once it's part of your setup, everything else starts to feel slightly annoying by comparison. You stop thinking about it because there's nothing to fix or manage. And that's why it might be the smartest gadget here. Not because it's exciting, but because it quietly makes daily life better. So there you have it. The smartest gadgets nobody is talking about. Some save time. Some remove effort. And some just make life feel smoother. And if one of these made you stop and think, wait, that actually makes sense. Yeah, that's the good stuff.